Oh, yo. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
That's typical. Yeah.
Oh no, not the shoulder pressure. Oh no, not the shoulder pressure. Hey y'all. Welcome back to Never Bored With.
Oh shit! What?
No way! Hey, Jay! Oh shit! Hey y'all, welcome back to Never Bored With MMA. I'm your host, George, and my co-host here,
Jason.
And today we got a special prediction for you, special reaction, special breakdown, everything special about this main event for UFC 280. Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev, and my God, guys. We thought earlier this year Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman was going to be the craziest fight potentially to unfold, but this fight at lightweight might be potentially, in my opinion, one of the greatest fights we could potentially witness in the history of the sport. Jason, bro, big stakes, oh my God, I can't even get my words out, bro. Big stakes. Someone's is gonna go. Someone's undefeated streak's gonna go. Someone is gonna be the champion at the end of the night at lightweight. My question is, Jason, how's this fight gonna go? What's it gonna be? Give me your thoughts on this epic breakdown of Bronx versus Makhachev.
Man, bro, I want to first just say thank you to the UFC for finally giving us a stacked card.
Yes,
man.
bro.
Because this is I was waiting. I was like, we had some really good fights so far this year, but this was stacked. We're talking stacked.
Yes.
So, like you said, the main event, Islam versus Bronx. Man, this is the matchup that we've been kind of waiting for.
Yeah.
Because, we saw Islam coming up. We saw him slowly peaking up. We always heard about him because he was related to Khabib.
Yeah.
And, Khabib said that's one of his, his brother. And everything. So we've been hearing about him. Came up, started beating a bunch of people up, wrestling them. And now we're finally here to where we get to see who's the better lightweight now. Who's going to be the GOAT in the lightweight division in the new era. Right. So, look, Charles, he has a lot to offer. He's always an underdog fighter. We always think, out of nowhere, he pulls stuff out of his, not pulls stuff out of his ass, but he pulls stuff out of nowhere and destroys people. He's been on a winning streak. He's been fighting top level guys, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson, Kevin Lee, ex-UFC fighter Kevin Lee, and all those fights have been finishes. So we have someone like that who is submitting people easily
with the most submissions in the UFC, the greatest submission artist probably,
and with high level striking and mixed striking, not just striking easy punches. We're talking everything, knees, elbows. He throws everything at you.
Yeah, bro.
We have someone like that going against someone like Islam Makhachev, who is known for his wrestling, his takedowns, his submission. He also has really good submissions too.
Right.
Maybe not as a high caliber submission victories as Charles.
Right.
But he is known. He's from Russia, Dagestan. We always hear about how much their wrestling is and how good their wrestling is. That's the thing, man. It's such it's an even matchup, but then there's also discrepancies in who's gonna do what.
Right.
So it's such a I'm so excited for this fight, man. But sorry, I keep getting distracted.
No, this is beautiful. It's amazing.
It's just so much. This fight is just oh my God. But we've heard so much about Islam's wrestling and how easily he takes people down.
Right.
In this fight, I'm pretty sure Islam's gonna take Charles down. But the question is Islam gonna be able to control him on the ground? That's the real question here.
Right.
Because Charles can do a lot from his back.
Right.
We've seen it. We've seen the chokes. We've seen the triangles, even the leg locks. We've seen a lot of that.
Yeah.
So that's the real question here: is who's going to be able to, when they're on the ground, who's going to be able to keep the control? Because Charles, and that's the thing. Even Charles brought someone from Russia to help with his training.
Yeah, I think an Iranian wrestler.
Iranian, not Russian. Iranian wrestler or something.
Yeah.
So I know he's practicing his wrestling too. So I don't know, man. It's just a crazy matchup. And then Charles, we've seen everything he can do. We've seen his dominance. He, even though he's not the official champ we know he's the champ.
The champ has his name. His name is Charles Oliveira.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. Like there was a lot of stuff with the last fight, and you know we all know that. Yeah, we all know that. So unofficially, the people's champ, the realistic champ, is Charles Oliveira.
Right.
He's on a streak right now, and it'll be interesting to see what Islam can bring to either break his will or to break that streak that he's on right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts,
dude?
Man?
Everything you've said has been straight up facts, bro. This fight got me, quivering, tingling. My heart's racing, my blood's pumping, bro. I might be having a heart attack of hype, but it's amazing, bro. The hype for this fight is just insane. But let's go to the technical breakdowns, Jason. You brought up a good point about the wrestling. Charles Oliveira had his great quote yesterday. I think he said, he was like, yeah, he's gonna want me to take him on his turf, but does he really want to take the dude who has the most submissions and in the game down? I will see. And I'm like, dude, that's the thing, bro, with these Dagestani guys. If you show fear, that's when you lose. And I love that Charles Oliveira is showing no fear whatsoever. And that's what I think is going to be really key for this fight. It's that, when you go up to these, again, the reason why could be a big fear is that Khabib was the GOAT in lightweight and then left. And from him and his coach's mouths, they're saying that the heir apparent to the greatest lightweight is someone who's even better than Khabib. And they keep claiming is Islam Makhachev, which is straight up insane to think. Yeah. But hey, man, that's just one of the elements of this game, right? Khabib's wrestling with this dude, and everyone's wrestling with this dude. Apparently, it's some next level, unworldly level of grappling. But again, Charles Oliveira is the same way in the sense, right? May not in terms of traditional, Dagestani Olympic-style wrestling or anything like that. Yeah. More so in terms of submission, creating chaos, and elevating his striking even more so. So, dude, I think it really comes down to, for me, I think there's I think the hype for Islam is kind of overshadowing all the accomplishments that Charles Oliveira has gone to this point. I think a great point that should be brought up, it may not be relevant when the fight goes down, but I think it's relevant for now. If you look at the level of opponents that they both fought, Charles Oliveira's levels of opponents are great, and it's I think says way more about his resume than Islam's, because a lot of Islam's fighters that he's fought, he's dominated them, but all the people he's dominated haven't been grapplers to the level of Charles Oliveira or had the same level of wrestling that's comparable to him, right? Yeah. And the one guy that did show some, grappling issues, he did submit him, but it was towards the later rounds of the decision. I have to double check that, but I mean, and he got knocked out before too, so that means it shows a weakness where Islam is a very safe. He's gonna only do things that he's certain of, and he's gonna keep it safe and defensive. That's reflective of his striking, but more so his grappling. But when he's confident in his grappling, he's gonna bring that otherworldly pressure, that shoulder pressure he brought into Drew Dober, Bobby Green, as well as the ankle pick or submission over, not ankle pick, but the twisting his arm, or I think he basically twisted Dan Hooker's arm to the point he screamed on TV. That shit was nuts. Yeah. But again, I feel like these opponents aren't people that have really sat down to either have the equivalent wrestling or have the time to train for the wrestling that Islam brings. Could you even train for that level of grappling? Maybe not. Yeah. Maybe not, but at least a fighting chance, may be different. Maybe that we'll see what's good. We'll see what would happen in this situation. But this is literally, for each fighter, Charles Oliveira is facing the greatest grappler he's ever faced in Islam, and Islam's facing probably the best MMA fighter in Charles Oliveira, which is insane. So if we're gonna go down to, I think who's the better in terms of better skill set, Charles Oliveira is definitely better at striking overall. But that's to say Islam can't show us something. But in terms of grappling, this is the tough part, because if we're going by strength and grappling, I think Islam edges it overall. However, I want to make this clear: it's not about if, it's about when this fight goes on the ground. It's who can create the most chaos for the more opportunity. Charles Oliveira's middle name should be not Du Bronx, but Chaos. Because he is able to create these situations where even if you get him even when you hit him, he'll sit down. You go into his guard, great. You just now opened up every submission he could possibly do against you. Yes. And if Islam wants to go into the waters, by all means, you're the one that's going to do that tonight, not me. That shit. And if Islam's really not afraid of the level of grappling that Charles Oliveira has, then that's great, because both of these fighters think they're better than the other fighter, and it's confident in their standoffs, how they talk about each other, everything. Two guys that don't give a shit and aren't afraid of the other fighter, and which is even more to the point of Charles Oliveira, because you had fighters basically being ever weary of the takedowns of Khabib had. If Du Bronx isn't scared to get those grappling exchanges down, then I don't know who is, because if you think about it, similar skill set, right? Justin Gaethje's epic striking, but had that wrestling defense on his side, very good. It didn't matter. Charles Oliveira sat him down, took his back, and made it over.
Yeah.
Justin Poirier, he literally submitted him while Dustin was standing up.
Yes.
That's how good Charles Oliveira is,
Yeah.
like to the point where like any person that thinks they can roll over him, he just rolls over them back. You may look like you're having the advantage, but the moment you count out Charles, that's when he's the most dangerous. He comes back and shows you that what do Bronx really means. And it's insane just because like I feel like a lot of people are downing Charles Oliveira just because of the word of Khabib Nurmagomedov. Not to say that Islam hasn't earned it, but if we're looking at just the level of fighters that each has fought, the numbers go. Even though the statistics go to Islam on how he conducted his fights, the level of opponents and experience definitely lean Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
And so if you're gonna have that mentality, I know like Islam saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get him to quit." Like, no, I don't think that's gonna be the case for Charles. Like, I don't think that's true anymore. We talked about that. If there was any time to quit, it was probably against Justin Gaethje because he had no belt on the line at that point. It was just a fight.
Yeah.
For Justin for a belt to win, he's like, no, I'm the champ regardless, and beats the shit out of him. Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler, anytime, like Michael Chandler had great wrestling too during that fight, and Charles Oliveira found a way. He found a way. So then I guess the question is, how is this fight going to really go down? What's the path to victories? I mean, we know for Islam it's going to be in the ground for sure.
Yeah.
But I think Charles Oliveira has more ways to win. And objectively, I think we should consider that as one of the reasons why why he could be the one that makes it a victor tonight. Just because it's not about, okay, you have an idea of like, okay, Islam is probably like the best grappler to probably one of the best grapplers, if not the best grappler to grace the octagon. But Charles Oliveira doesn't have to have a better grappling than Islam. He just has to have good enough to stop him, implement his chaotic game and striking game, and go from there. And that's the thing, right? Like, both of the fighters made weight and everything. They're both rehydrated. I just want to see how both their cardio is going to be in this fight because Islam doesn't drag. I mean, he can go. We've seen Islam go 5 rounds. Not as often, but he has gone 5 rounds. Charles Oliveira tends to finish things early off.
Yeah.
And my fear is that for this fight, Charles Oliveira maybe gasses himself early on in these wrestling or trying to take, destroy Islam. Point where around 3, 4, and 5, he gets too tired to do anything, and that's where like we see the people break during that pressure that these Dagestani wrestlers bring. So I don't know, Jason. It's kind of insane, but it's wild to see where this fight could go overall, right?
Yeah.
And I also think that this fight kind of reminds me a lot of I think the key to this fight is going to be on the ground, like you were saying, but it's not going to be just, not just the chaos, but also the transitions. Because honestly, whoever can escape and implement their better transition game when these crazy scrambling exchanges is going to win. Because if Charles takes Islam's back, we have now a chance where Charles Oliveira will likely submit Islam Makhachev.
Yes.
Because I'm not able to get on his back in these crazy transitions, in these crazy bats. Because you saw how fast, as soon as he put down, Dustin, he was going for every submission. He could go for the armbar. He went for the, the rear naked. He went for everything he could just to submit and put down Islam. I'm sorry, Dustin. Or Justin and Dustin.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, he got them both. But again, it's just a matter of who's going to have the momentum going in and dominating their game in the fight, and who's going to be the first one, I think, to show fear in their respective thing. Neither of them are fearful fighters, so that's probably not what's going to happen. But I don't know, Jason. I think it's time to roll into official predictions and or pass the victory. So if we're going to pass the victory, like we said before, Islam is going to be on the ground. I don't see him doing it in any way. If he somehow knocks off, knocks out Charles Oliveira, which it could happen. It's the UFC.
It's a fight.
I don't see it happening. If it could happen, shit.
Yeah.
Man, we might have the best Dagestani striker in the world at that point, right?
Yeah.
However, if Charles Oliveira wins, don't consider me too surprised. Okay, I will be mad fucking hype if you win.
for sure.
But my thing is that if chances are for Islam to win this, it's either going to be a submission or decision towards the end of the rounds. For Oliveira to win, it's definitely going to have to be his striking or submission within the first 3 rounds. It has to be, because the more you drag on this fight, I think Islam's wrestling and cardio take premise and take priority, and will be a huge dominating wave in those later rounds.
Yes.
I view it the same way I kind of view this Peter Yan versus O'Malley fight, in the sense where Charles and O'Malley have to get their opponents out early on. Otherwise, the timing, even though it's only 3 rounds for Yan, but 5 for this, same principle. Like if you get too tired early on, or you don't implement your game early enough, you're probably going to be dominating the later rounds by decision or submission.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I'm kind of like, that's the one thing I'm worried about for Charles Oliveira, is because like if Islam could somehow, if he's just walking forward and eating all the shots that you know, that Dubronx throws at him, or Dubronx makes one mistake, or causes the grappling exchanges, and Dubronx gets tired, because these Dagestani guys are otherworldly wrestlers. Yeah. We don't know how this fight's gonna go, but if you're gonna ask me for predictions, I'll tell you, Jason. The champ has his name, and the name is Charles Oliveira. And you know why, guys? It's simple. I'm gassed out about this, right? It's not that I don't have respect for the Dagestani wrestlers or Islam or Khabib or any of that. It's just that, bro, look at the killer's role Charles Oliveira has. Look at the things that he's done, the momentum he's had, like the mental toughness he's increased increasing every time. The making way, even not making way, being called quitter, always underdog. This is not new territory for Charles Oliveira. This is another Monday or Tuesday for him, being doubted, being discarded once again. Bro, this is another day for Charles Oliveira. He came from the favelas. This means nothing to him, bro. Yeah. Meaning all the more reason for him to stay motivated. Being a crowd that doesn't like him, check. He's already done that. An opponent that people overestimate over him, check. People think that's a lose-lose cause, check. It's all the checks for him to win and show another crazy epic showcase once again. Yeah. This isn't for disrespect Islam. I mean, for me, it's like, I think Charles Oliveira is going to win, but it's like a 55-45 kind of situation, right? Yeah. But I mean, it'd be 50-49 if Islam had better opponents, or that weren't last minute replacements or weight stuff like that. But right. I don't know, man. I think Charles Oliveira's creativity, his chaos, and his ability to show that grit, determination, and not be afraid of wherever the fight goes, I think is going to make the difference, right? Because I think Charles Oliveira really has where it's at. Now, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Islam could be the greatest wrestler ever, and then somehow submit Charles Oliveira. I'll take it. I don't mind that happening, because that's just, I mean, hey, basically how I view this is one MMA, half the community thinks Charles is gonna win, half thinks Islam's gonna win, and either way, we're all gonna win, because we're about to see an epic bout at lightweight. So I don't know, man, Jason. I think that the doubting Charles Oliveira is your first mistake, because that only means that gives him more fire to take the victory and take that dub. But I don't know, Jason. I mean, give me your thoughts on what's your official predictions, bro. Give me your thoughts on this fight, bro. All right, man. Well, just a quick recap. I think the last person that Charles really had a challenge, or not challenge, but that really like wrestled with him, was Kevin Lee. Yeah. And in that fight, I saw a lot that really like showed me like, hey, like I watched that fight today, and I was like, okay, well, the way he was fighting with Kevin Lee, I was like, okay, well, Islam's gonna have a long night if he's gonna try to take him down, because Charles is really good off his back. Like, I feel like how much he can do off of his back is insane. Oh, dude. He will like his movement and how he shifts his body to, get into better positions. Yeah. It's insane. Like I've mentioned, he gets the leg locks, he gets the chokes, so like without just slight movements, and you just out of nowhere, it's like, oh shit, he's in guard, or it's like, oh shit, has a leg lock, or it's out of nowhere. So that will be a really key factor in this fight. But they say the same thing about Islam too. Yes. That is very true. Another issue that I really see is, Islam, he's a 150, this is a lightweight fight, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't know, it seems like Islam has like some next level strength sometimes. Yeah. He's very similar like Khabib. Yeah. He's very like, he might not be like the, I don't know, he looks big. He looks like a bigger fighter for 155, right? Right. So another thing I'm worried about is he gonna ragdoll Charles Oliveira, like make his size, weigh on Charles, so that he won't be able to move around and get into better positions. Right. I guess I'll go into my official prediction. Like you mentioned, the MMA community is probably 50-50 on this fight. Yes. I'm gonna have to lean toward Islam. Ooh! Oh, the first prediction of the day were different. Let's go! Let's go! Look, man. Tell me. Look, the problem is, there's a lot in this fight where Islam has a lot to. I like what you said. Charles has a lot of ways he can win this fight. Right. The submission, the striking, and even the ground control potentially. But Islam has the Dagestani wrestling, man. We haven't seen it. I feel like we just haven't seen it fail enough. You're right. That's the problem. Yeah. We just haven't seen it fail enough. Like, who have you seen that's like from Dagestan that's really taken a huge L from wrestling, like in a wrestling encounters, right? Exchanges, yeah. So that's the thing. It's just that's the problem for me. But Islam has lost a fight. Yeah. He got knocked out. Yes.
and Charles can easily do that. So that is a potential problem that could happen, and that's a situation that could potentially happen in this fight.
Right.
Which I am okay with, because I'm also very like 50-49, like in the same 51-49, like same thing as you.
Right.
I would love to see Charles win this fight too, but if I'm putting my mouth where my money is, which I don't have any money, it's gonna be Islam. I think there could be a submission. I'm just trying to think what round it would be. Another thing just interesting that I thought about, Charles Oliveira actually, when people ask him like, what do you think, what are you gonna do in this fight, what's your prediction, he said first round knockout.
Dude, that's what I'm telling you,
so
bro. He's going for the finish from start.
Yeah, and then Islam said, I'm gonna take him on the ground and I'm gonna make him like suffer, or like whatever, something like that. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I think it's gonna be like a third or fourth round submission.
Okay.
Islam.
And then for me, I would say a second or third round TKO for Charles. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, bro. Guys, it's divided with the Never Bored crew right now, guys. It's divided, bro. The Never Bored with MMA has a valley of a split right now, bro. One side of MMA got the Dagestanis, the other one got the Brazilians, bro. I don't know, man. Will the champ's name be Charles Oliveira, or we have a new heir apparent to the GOAT of lightweight? The heir apparent, the future Khabib Nurmagomedov left in Islam Makhachev. Yeah. We shall see, bro. But guys, you guys got our official prediction. You got our breakdown. You got our thoughts, guys. All that left is to give you our reaction. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the good sauce of Abu Dhabi, bro. We're here, we're clear, and we're ready to go, bro. Who's gonna be the lightweight champ? Who's gonna get the gold? Who's gonna get the money? Who's gonna walk out being the champ of lightweight and potentially the GOAT of the world? We shall see. Here's our reaction to UFC 280. Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. Oh, yo. Dude, he's sticking with the hands right now? What the fuck? Dude. Okay.
Oh, he wants to take him down and like drop him and then go on top.
Yeah, that's probably what. Why get ready to take the back when you just drop him and then get the front? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my god. Are you serious right now?
We're starting. Why? We're starting, bro.
Oliveira, what are you doing, bro? You literally right in the fire. Holy shit, bro.
It's a real test.
Oliveira went into his shit, bro. What? What the fuck right now? What the fuck? He's really trying to go for the triangle. Wow, Islam has brute strength. Holy shit.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Nice.
Let's see.
Yeah.
He brought him down.
Yeah,
too,
he brought him into his guard, bro.
Oh, is it gonna be one of these kind of? Oh,
it's fine, bro.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we were expecting. Either it's fast or it's slow. And Islam is. Yeah. Oh my god. Holy shit. Yo! Bro. Oh, they're both trading knees.
Yep. Oh, why'd you put him next to his corner, though?
That's fine, bro.
Yeah.
I like how Islam was kind of ready for some of the knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's throwing him too. Oh my god!
That's a good trip.
Oh, Jesus.
Good trip. Islam did a
good
trip.
That shoulder pressure is going to be nuts. Oh my god, bro. Oh! Jesus Christ. Wow, Islam is bringing the grappling pressure, but Charles is not. I mean, he looks comfortable. He's not afraid, but... Oh, no. But if you put him against the cage, it's kind of like, what the fuck right now?
Let's see. What is Charles going to do?
Damn, bro. God damn. Yeah. But that's so nuts, though.
He's taking a huge risk by
I know. I mean, he may just give up the round because of it, but still, shit.
I'm really...
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Charles Oliveira said round 1, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No. I mean, I'm surprised because like we said, he let him come down to him. Like, he didn't even stay on the ground.
But this shows like the fearlessness that Oliveira has, which I was saying, bro. He's gonna need it for that, to get this fight the way he needs to go.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's not good. That's not good. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, nothing significant has like really landed yet, but
he's trying to stack him. Oh! He kicked him in the face, bro. That's what I'm saying. The chaos right here, bro. Yo.
Oh, shit.
Yo. Oh, my God, bro.
Damn.
Bro, my heart right there, bro. That face kick, that shit landed.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, bro. That chaos. I feel like Islam has definitely felt good confidence on the ground there, and he's probably going to try to go ground again. But
yeah.
I think he's setting up a flying knee. I don't know. I see him twirling up them shorts for them kicks. Yeah. Damn, they're fighting methodically now too. Ooh. Makhachev, I like him doing the striking there too, because this gives him a chance to. Damn, they're both playing the same kind of game though.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, that is so nuts.
Shit.
That is so nuts.
Damn,
bro.
Yeah, watch them trips.
Yeah,
them trips are coming, man. You might just drag him and.
Yeah, I feel like that might be the best thing if his strength is that good. Look, I think he's trying to set up that trip right now with the leg turn. Oh. Yeah, he's tripping him right now. Such good shoulder pressure right now against the cage, though.
Yeah.
But Oliveira's comfortable here, so. Yo! Oh my God! They're both got the slow step on their feet, though, bro. Jesus Christ, bro. I like those front kicks Oliveira's teasing. Ooh. Oh my God! Islam actually is showing some good basic striking right now, bro. It's powerful, straight.
Very just straight. Yeah, not like loading up or anything. Just straight.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't know, man. If it goes to the judging, we're kind of fucked, though.
Can't be trusting anymore.
I know. With the way this fight's going, it's pretty even, which is surprising. Wow, that was a good one, too.
Did it land?
Yeah, it landed. It landed clean, but it doesn't really looks like affect him. But I still wouldn't be. Wow, he's throwing leg kicks, too. This is a new Islam, bro.
I was expecting them takedowns.
Yeah, I'm seeing the takedown feints.
It's coming, yeah. I know it's coming. Yeah, see?
Yeah. Look, now he is. That's pretty good. Oh! Yo! Oh, wait a minute.
I mean,
yeah.
That's typical. Yeah.
Oh, no, not the shoulder pressure. Oh, no, not the shoulder pressure. He's not going to tap. Please, God, don't tap.
Yeah, he's out. He's turned.
Yeah.
Oh! I told you, round 2, bro.
Yo. That is so insane.
I told you.
Father's plan, I guess.
Damn,
holy shit, bro. You got that, bro. Shit. Damn, I thought Charles was showing something, but shit, bro.
That's what I'm saying. The Dagestani power and the wrestling.
That's so nuts, bro. Holy shit, bro. That shoulder pressure was... goddamn, bro. We are back from reacting UFC 280's main event. Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. First off, you already know from the preview and my prediction that I betted Charles. Wasn't my day for the Charles Oliveira fans today, but just congratulations Islam Makhachev for doing what he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
And damn, what a crazy fight. Jason, bro, give me your thoughts on this bout. Your boy won. You get to go first.
Yeah, man. I mean, I respect Charles a lot, and if Charles had won this fight, that would have been the biggest upset we've ever seen in the lightweight division. Right. I have high respects for him, and he did a lot of good things in this fight, man. I'm not gonna lie. Even though that wrestling was very predominant, he allowed the wrestling to happen too.
Right. He wasn't afraid of it.
He wasn't afraid of it. So we saw a lot of that in the first round, and then he did some good stuff from the bottom. He almost got
the leg kick up in the face.
The leg kick up in the face, but he almost got I think it was like an arm. I don't know if it was an arm triangle or.
Yeah, he was trying to get fuck, I don't even know why I'm fucking blanking out.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, though?
But yeah.
He was going to try to sub him.
In some way.
Yeah,
He was getting close to one.
Yeah,
and then...
yeah. Armbar, he's trying to armbar.
Yeah, that's
pull
what
out
it
the
was,
arm,
yeah.
the left armbar, yeah.
He had that in there for a first round because Islam. I don't think Islam's ever had any adversity like that,
Right.
where he almost close to getting subbed.
Right.
And then we got to see Islam do his thing. You cannot bet against, or you can never count out Dagestani wrestling.
Right, you're right, man. You're right.
Look, there like they said, and we also heard that he spent $1 million on his training.
Right.
Not to say that always is going to help you.
He paid to play.
But yeah, he paid
I'm kidding.
maybe. But he did what he had to do, man. He showed his dominance, and the thing is, I'm like, even if we're talking about specifically in the lightweight division, it's gonna be hard for anyone to take that belt away from him.
Yeah, bro.
It's gonna be real hard because
I don't see Dustin, I don't see Justin, I don't see Chandler.
Yeah, I don't see any of them being able to do. Because
maybe Beneil. Maybe.
We'll have to see. We'll talk about the prediction, like what's next for them later. But
right.
The way he's fought today and the way he was able to take out the person with the most submissions in UFC history,
right?
That is insane.
Yeah,
we need to give props for Makhachev to be able to do stuff like that.
Right,
like that.
bro. It's nuts.
It's
so nuts.
He showed his dominance. He subbed him at the end with the shoulder.
Yeah, the shoulder press. He basically shoulder pressed him down.
Pressure lock. Yeah.
Put him in a panini press into shoulder,
yeah,
bro. Just pressed him so hard.
And that's the thing. He's gotten that with somebody else. I think Drew
Dober.
Yeah.
Dober. Same shit, bro.
It was. When you think about it, it's a very easy type of choke to get, I guess. When you're on top,
dude. He literally sat Oliveira down. Like, oh, this is normal. Then he's like, good.
No, bet. Got him and choked. Yeah,
subbed him, bro.
And should have. I mean, like I said, the Dagestani wrestling, the Sambo, all that stuff. It came into play in this fight.
Paid off.
He got a good trip in there too. Like, crazy to see. And that's what I'm saying. Even in the hands.
Yeah, dude.
He showed a lot of dominance in the hands.
Yeah,
we weren't he's. One thing I liked about it is that he wasn't like loading up on his shots, like
No,
crazy.
He was being
crisp
about it.
Yeah,
right.
crisp shots.
Straights and combos, bro.
Yeah, straights and combos. Very simple technique.
Yeah,
but it worked. It was enough to be able to drop him at the end there and then get the choke.
Yes.
So, not the choke, the submission. So man, dude, just great stuff overall, bro. But
insane, bro.
Wow, what a fight,
dude. You're right. I love that Islam showed a new way for his game. He clipped Oliveira in the first moments with the left hand or a right. It was great. Got Oliveira on notice really quick. Got him focusing. I think that was the thing. When Islam showed his power, it was when you feel someone's power and you have to be on the defense. All right, we gotta go stick, maybe get ready for wrestling or whatever. But ultimately, I think some of those moments that created hesitation in Charles were where Islam capitalized. That flying knee. He was trying to do a flying knee that ended the sequence, right? Charles does the flying knee, Islam hooks him, sits him down, and finishes the fight.
Yeah.
Insane to think that, part of the reason why Islam got successful was because he was using his hands to set up everything else, which is what the goal is for these wrestlers to do, Get the fighters thinking about your wrestling, clip them on the feet, and then boom, you can implement your game once you sit them down. So absolutely nuts to see that unfold. I honestly, even though it sucks for Charles Oliveira, I love him. Proud of Islam Makhachev. He did what he needed to get done.
Yeah.
I doubted him. I was like, I really thought Charles was gonna get it done, but hey, Islam showed that stick to father's plan. He's gonna get through, bro. Stick to father's plan. That was insane, bro. But then Jason, I guess we can talk about what's next for these fighters, man.
Well, I mean, I think we already know what's next for one of the fighters. Islam Makhachev, Volkanovski came into the cage.
Pound for pound
status. That's probably what's gonna be next for him. I don't really see any. Like I said before, right now the lightweight division, there's not enough people to compete with what Islam's able to do. I don't think.
Right.
I mean, maybe Dariush. But like I said,
maybe Chandler. But even then, if Islam clips him, then it doesn't even matter, right?
I don't think so. I don't even think maybe, but even that, we saw, but that's the thing, right? We just saw the person that has the most submissions lose.
Yeah, exactly.
So for someone to be able to do that to someone that has the most submissions, that's known for submissions,
right.
I don't see anything that's really plausible for him to really fight that's in the lightweight division. I'm glad that Volkanovski is coming up, pound for pound best, going up against, I guess, the next best person out there for the lightweight division.
Division and pound for pound list. So that's gonna be a super fight in Australia, bro.
And then for Charles, I really think if he wants to go with someone that wrestles a lot, I think Beneil Dariush.
I was about to say.
Beneil Dariush has to be the next person because
Yeah.
he's already beaten everybody else. He's
Right.
beaten, was it Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler. He's already beat all of them.
Right.
So realistically, Beneil's I feel like he's the only option.
Right, and we saw how good Beneil is on his hands too.
Yeah,
so this
that's
is
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying.
this is gonna be sort of like maybe
like
a
a-
Islam light version.
Yeah, it's like a I don't want to say like Target version of a
Islam,
I don't want to say
right.
Walmart. That's too downgraded.
No,
like
no,
a Target
Target.
version of Islam, right?
Exactly.
So I think that would be the perfect matchup. I really don't see anything else happening. Realistically, we could even see that fight in Brazil.
Yeah.
Because I know Charles has been wanting a fight in Brazil.
Right.
I think there's one happening in January or it's either January or February. I don't remember.
he's tapped, so he just has to heal up. He'll be ready for that.
It wasn't
card
like
too.
he didn't get that much damage. Yeah. So realistically, let's see. I mean, I think that's the fans would love that.
Yeah.
The most realistic matchup, that would be a really good matchup.
Right,
But yeah,
right.
That's
No.
what I think for both fighters.
Jason, I 100% agree. I think also you could put it to where I don't know any other. I mean, if you wouldn't mind putting up the rankings.
Yeah.
For lightweight, but I think you're in terms of who they should fight next. You're 100% right. Both are stellar. If Islam for some reason can't fight, if he can't fight Alex, I would say wait for the winner of Chandler and Dustin, because at that point, like that would be like a big name for him to fight. But actually, another one that
Rafael.
I think Islam. I mean, that was a match that got scrapped. That would be good too. For Charles Oliveira as well, I would say Rafael Fiziev would be good, and Beneil Dariush, because anyone else besides Islam is just like repeat at that point. Unless someone there's someone else in the top 5 calls out Charles.
Or maybe like this guy. I don't know.
Conor McGregor.
No. I mean, actually, maybe.
But Conor won't come back. I really don't think he's coming back.
They've been talking about. I mean, there's been some talks about like making that in Brazil or something, but I don't know.
Or actually, Charles could fight Mateusz Gamrot. That could be another thing too, to really, because we saw Gamrot really depend on his wrestling. So if someone's definitely gonna wrestle, then that could be it too. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. But honestly, congratulations to Islam Makhachev sticking with father's plan. It looks like he's going to be the heir apparent with some dominance. So the question is, though, he fought a guy that was prepared for the wrestling. Now the next question is he going to be able to fight someone with the pacing that Charles Oliveira brings the same pace as Alexander Volkanovski, but Alexander Volkanovski doesn't make mistakes. He's not there to get hit. Like, he's very good about his speed. Like, when we saw his fight against his last opponent, against Max Holloway, that shit was bonkers, bro. He
outclassed him.
Exactly. So if he's able to outclass someone like Max Holloway, that actually might be a scary matchup, and I
could be.
Islam would still be the favorite betting lines, but even though I was wrong about Islam today, I don't know. That fight against Alexander Volkanovski could be a different story.
Yeah.
Because Alexander Volkanovski is a different fucking beast. To be fair, what's gonna happen with the weights and all that? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a difference in weight.
He doesn't have to cut the weight, but again, he's not he doesn't look really big. I mean, he's big as a featherweight, but is he gonna be that big as a lightweight? I don't know.
Well, he'll be bigger.
He'll have that size, but in terms of the guys he's fighting against, we're talking about guys who, low bar. Islam's at least 170, probably 185. On a good day when he eats a salad, he's probably 170, right? And other days he's eating burgers with ketchup and Coca-Cola. You already know he's probably 185, 190.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
So I mean, I'm saying that weight cut. I mean, when they rehydrate, Islam's going to be huge. And we already saw how he was able to get up against a guy like Charles, who's prepared for that and has the strength comparable. So I would think off the bat, Alexander Volkanovski probably won't win that fight.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
He won't win that fight, but wait, we'll see. It's going to be pound for pound. This is going to be his hardest challenge yet. And I mean, I don't know if it's going to be as big a challenge as for for Islam. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But guys, you got our spicy reactions for UFC 278 and the main event, Islam versus Charles Oliveira. Once again, congratulations, Islam Makhachev, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and the late passing of Khabib's father as well. Because they're smiling, they got the dub, they stuck with the plan, and they showed some great work tonight. So honestly, congratulations to that team. Jason, I think I'll wrap up here. Thank you guys for watching Never Bored MMA's reaction, UFC 280s. I'm sorry, 280 UFC 280's main event, Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira. Congrats once again to the new king of the lightweights. Jason, I think we're good here. I'm your host with my co-host here.
Jason.
Y'all have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.